Welcome back to the White Noise Podcast. I'm Ethan, joined by Gavatron.
Woo!
And Jacob behind the glass.
Hello.
Well, Gavin, I have some beef with you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I played you in Trivia Crack. You didn't play me back.
Wait, really? We're still playing that game? I didn't even get a notification for that.
You still have it downloaded?
It's been 84 years.
I assumed you would have it still downloaded, like you didn't delete it off your phone.
I do have it downloaded. I just didn't get a notification.
Wow.
I was like, I wonder if he'll play me back if I play it.
You were notorious for never playing me back. I always had to message you, and it would always be a day later. So our games would expire.
Okay, my bad. But this...
Don't let it happen again.
Now we're even, I guess.
That reminds me, I might have to check to see if Lucy played me.
Lucy hasn't played me back, so
okay.
she probably hasn't played you
Probably
back either. She's like, download Trivia Crack. And I downloaded it. We played one game, and then she stopped.
You know how that came about? This is been a week that we've been playing? It's because we were eating brunch at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what prompted this, but I think it was the little games they have at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I
the
think,
peg game?
Yeah, I think we were talking about just games that we would play, and then Trivia Crack came up. And I just made a joke oh yeah, I like how you never beat me at Trivia Crack. I always won, and she got really mad, so she downloaded it right then and there at Cracker Barrel and played a game with me, and she ended up winning that one.
Oh,
so
You just got to spend $100.
We've played two games. We've played two games. I've won both of them, so maybe that's why she stopped playing me.
ooh, ouch!
And I've been doing really good at Wordle the past 2 days.
Oh.
She's been frustrated.
Shout out to Lucy.
Love you, babe.
Today's I just got lucky though.
I've been talking about the weather for the past 2 weeks. It has been really nice out this past week, since last Wednesday. It's been these last few nights. Yeah, I know. It was awesome. It was
Good thing I have my windbreaker though.
Oh god,
Your what?
I do love the rain.
My windbreaker.
So.
Gavin, you wanted to talk about the Shamrock Shake real quick?
Of course. Come on now. McDonald's has brought back their Shamrock Shake, finally. 11 months out of the year, my life is miserable. But once that Shamrock Shake hits, my life can be good
Disgusting.
for a solid 30 days. What do you mean disgusting?
Shamrock Shake is not good.
You've never had it.
I've had it.
No,
It's
you
not
haven't. Shut
good.
up.
It doesn't taste like mint like how it's supposed to.
That's because it tastes better.
It tastes horrible.
No, you're wrong.
Whataburger's mint shake is good.
It doesn't even compare. What?
It's way better. All right.
I might have
On
to
that
get
note, Jacob, release the Kraken. And we're back. So I know we've been talking about
Indeed.
Scorsese the past few weeks and how I do not enjoy. I'm not a big fan of his work. Let's just say that. All right.
I'm aware.
Maybe I was a little harsh.
You maybe?
Maybe because I recently found out today actually, Scorsese likes the Spider-Man trilogy. And I'm talking about the original one.
Yeah, wasn't the article those are the only comic book movies he likes or whatever?
Yeah.
That is
Beautiful.
so wild that those are
Art.
the only ones he likes.
'Cause they're
oh my
art.
gosh, no.
They tell a beautiful story.
Maybe he just hasn't watched the other comic book movies, so it's
I think that's what it said. I think those are the ones he's seen.
okay. It's there's no way that he's seen all of them and said, "Yep, the Raimi trilogy is the best."
They are
No, they're not.
indeed the best. If you watch them compared to the MCU movies, they're not.
Iron Man beats all three of them.
I'll give you Iron Man, but the rest of them are just blockbuster movies. They crank out for a bunch of money. They're cool. They're a
what about
spectacle.
Black Panther?
They're nice. Same thing. They just crank them out for a bunch of money.
There's only one Black Panther though.
I thought you said you liked Winter Soldier.
When did I say that?
You said that was the best one next to Civil War. You said Winter Soldier was amazing.
How long ago?
You
Gavin?
hyped it up because
How
I'd
long
never
ago?
seen it.
How long ago?
I don't know, a year and a half ago.
Exactly.
What the hell happened in a year and a half that caused you to just
know.
revere the movie?
I look back at Marvel as they took advantage of me.
Endgame wasn't that good. I mean, it wasn't that good.
Well, it's about the spectacle. It's about all that.
Just joking, by the way, please.
It's great, but compared to Spider-Man, tells an amazing
better.
story. Okay, agree to disagree. On
though
Spider-Man,
you're
did you see the behind-the-scenes photos
I did not.
of No Way Home? We'll throw it up on screen. Just kidding. We can't.
Just kidding. We can't afford that.
I might do it on the YouTube thing, so if you pay attention, it'll be on the screen. But
Spotify listeners stay
probably won't.
losing.
Oh,
Joe's punching the air right now.
is it a video or is it a?
No, it's just a picture. It's of all three Spider-Men.
Oh, are they
Behind the
doing
scenes,
the meme
they're doing
thing?
a photo shoot. They're doing the meme of Toby, Andrew, and Tom all pointing at each other.
That's cool. I think I have seen that picture. I didn't know that was from the behind the scenes though.
Well, it was just released today.
Oh,
And it's because they announced the digital release of the movie. So,
I am showing it right now.
yeah.
oh, I think I might have saw like an edited one then. 'Cause
Yeah,
the one I saw
so
was
it
different.
showed that one, and it just showed a bunch of snippets of it, and like how the digital release in March will show all the behind the scenes stuff and all their chemistry.
That
The
must have
cameras
been-
aren't rolling.
It must have been like really fun to film that, honestly, for all three of them, for Garfield, Holland, and Maguire.
Yeah, well, one of them said like, "Hey," like when they were all sitting in a room together, like, "Hey, we're the only people to ever play live action Spider-Man."
That's not true. There is a Japanese Spider-Man that they lacked in showing in this movie. I did not get my representation.
That's true.
can
Did
confirm
you,
that.
did you know that wasn't like? It's because Japan loved the concept and just turned it into their own. It's not technically Peter Parker.
He's
It's
Peter
better.
Parker to me. It was real to me.
It was real to me.
Speaking of Star Wars, segue. John Williams is returning to score the Kenobi series.
Woo!
How is that a segue? Then?
She's real to me. Is
They're real to me. Is
Force
Star
Awakens
Killer
Okay, got
it Force Awakens 1 or 2?
2,
got it.
I believe.
Force Awakens, Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed, the video
Oh,
game.
my bad. I was thinking of the non-canon sequel.
Yeah, John Williams returns to Kenobi.
What do you're not one to say, "How is that a segue?" Shut up.
Well, I was really thinking about it. I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's super hype. John Williams is a genius.
They really paid like out the ass
Masterful.
just for him to return for like 8 episodes. Did they say how long Kenobi is going to be?
No, I don't know.
6 or 7.
If they're following the same
Damn.
structure, it's gonna be really short.
John
Probably.
It's
Williams,
going to be Mandalorian season 4.
John Williams is going to be like 20% of the budget just right there.
Grogu comes back in episode 5.
Do you think at this point John Williams doesn't really need any more money? He's just like, I just like doing Star Wars, so I don't really care? Or do you think they're just really paying out the ass for him still?
Both, probably.
Jeez.
If I was him, I'd make some more money.
But I mean, isn't he like 70 or 80 at this
He's
point?
in his 80s.
80s.
I think he just turned like 85 or something.
How much
84.
more money do you need? You don't got that. You don't got that much longer, bro.
Oh my
Got a
gosh.
family. Whatever.
My man's
Don't diss
rolling.
John Williams. Like
I'm not
that.
dissing John Williams. I'm just saying.
We had just, before you got here, Gavin, watched the ending of Return of the Jedi.
Yes, I was finishing. I watched episode 1 through 6, in episodical order this time. It's
Okay.
just because occasionally I return to watch Star Wars. So yeah, I finished it right now. Return of the Jedi.
That end music when the Ewoks are partying on Endor
Spine chilling song.
goes hard. John Williams goes hard.
I love that song.
Banger.
Yeah, and then like when it's all said and done, I was like, wow, that just reminds me how much I hate the sequel trilogy.
John Williams, not John Williams. George Lucas really like edited that in the set, and he was like, you know what? Let's just drop one of the best franchises of all time.
Honestly, dude.
You think they knew? You think he knew he was creating such a well-beloved franchise at the time?
George Lucas, yeah, I think he, yeah.
Because I read a book.
I think he predicted that.
I read
yeah.
a book. I read a biography on him that had to do with like when he was making it. Everybody hated him while he was doing that. Dude.
Oh yeah,
Hollywood hated him. They're like, "This is stupid, mindless. Nobody likes it. This isn't art." All the studios hated him because he was eating up that budget.
Yeah.
there's also an account of like Star Wars was gonna be bad, but like editing helped it out a lot and made
yeah.
it what it is.
Well, the
New
whole
Hope specifically.
the whole age-old story is George Lucas and Steven Spielberg went on vacation when the movie premiered because they expected it to bomb.
Yep.
And that's where they came up with Indiana Jones.
Hey, Ethan, do you remember how we know that?
I knew that before, but we also made a video.
We
on
may
it.
have reenacted that. What we thought that scene how that would have played out.
It was
That wasn't like captured footage. That was a reenactment.
It was a reenactment like
my
1-to-1.
gosh.
It was 1-to-1.
Yo, put
Wow.
a picture of us in that. If you're gonna put pictures of us up, put a
I'll do
picture of
it.
me and you in that.
I played Spielberg.
I didn't
Gavin.
realize I was watching a reenactment too.
Oh man, that video was fun to
I
film.
wanted to play like an overly drunk Spielberg, but Gavin was against it. So
Dude, because you were like stuttering and like slobbering and stuff.
Link in the
Like,
description.
please do not leave that video. I think setting up the green screen in the background took twice as long as it took to actually film it.
I know. We're like, man, this is gonna be hard to do, and we had to call one of our friends to come to operate the camera.
Because Austin left.
Oh yeah,
Was he
Austin
supposed to
left.
help us?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But if we get to 10,000 likes, we'll release the video.
No, we won't. Please,
We get to 4 likes. I'll drop it.
please don't.
10,000. We'll release it. I have
No,
the
'cause
I have the hard
would
copy
Anthony would just go on all of his accounts and just like video.
on all 10,000 of them.
Well, on all 4 if we're doing Jacob's idea.
Oh man. Okay.
All right.
Get to upgrade.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, more.
Speaking of George Lucas and Spielberg coming up with the movies, the movie of the week, Upgrade. Right?
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah,
synopsis.
it's actually
Go for it.
2018. I
SMH
Typo.
my head.
Put 2000. Gosh.
typo. You
Typo.
You didn't pay attention in the rundown.
When
Not
do
close
I?
to the script. Stand by.
All right, Ethan.
All
What's
right.
the rundown? What's the movie about?
Upgrade is about a quadriplegic man, or, he doesn't start out quadriplegic, let me tell you.
Spoiler.
He gets in an accident, bada bing, bada boom, by thugs. That's what it says in the synopsis. Becomes quadriplegic. Then this tech smart whiz approaches him and gives him this AI implanted in his brain. AI is a common theme with this podcast, I guess. Mm-hmm. And and basically the AI is able to help him move. So he's able to think about what he wants the AI to do, and he's able to move and stuff. And sometimes the AI can take over. It's this action thriller movie. And one word review: epic.
I gotta say, this movie was a lot better than I expected it to be. Not to mention it, because it wasn't like a huge advertised movie. This was a pretty small movie. When you look at like the budget and the
I feel like it's what
box office.
Hardcore Henry could have been.
Yeah, good concept. I really liked the fight scenes in this movie.
They were really cool. And fun fact about that, you know how like the camera moved with Gray?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They had attached an iPhone to his chest and had it, like when he moved, the camera would move with it. Like, so that it would keep those like robotic looking motions.
What about that scene where he was like, remember when like he went and got the hacker to remove those like those bindings on stem, and he did like backflips and stuff? Did they do the same thing there?
I'm pretty sure they might have had a stunt double, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, wow, I really loved the robotic. I loved the movement, the camera work, especially when he's like, "Stem, take over." Like, I don't know why I forgot the name of the actor, but I mean he's in other stuff obviously. But he really reminds me of Eddie or Tom Hardy, especially in Venom. Like with this, it's like, it
was almost kind of like the same thing, like the thing in your head that would take over.
Yeah, like what does Eddie Brock say in Venom, where he's like what? And Venom goes copy, and then like takes over when they're like standing off with the FBI or whatever.
Yeah, but yeah.
Anyway, something similar to that. AI takes over, whoops some ass.
Stand by, copy, something like that. I don't know.
Not important. I really liked it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story. I really like what they did with him at the end, how Stem just put him in like his happy place, and then that's just where he's going to be, is locked away in there. Really cool. It was really... Movies should be an hour and 40 minutes.
I would have liked to have seen this movie actually longer, funny enough. The ending was good. Like, I really loved how Stem turned out to be evil, and he was the one pulling the strings. Spoiler. But I didn't like how everything fell into place at the end, funny enough, now that I say that.
Why not?
Well, I mean, the detective being there, A, there's no backup. B, like, does anybody know that she's, like, doing this? Because what was Stem's plan? He gets a human host, and then what? Just goes out and does life, or what's the plan?
I guess that's left for the viewer to...
Because, I mean, his
about.
his fingerprints were all over everything, so, I mean...
Well,
I don't know.
Earlier in the movie, I have a record of everything you've touched, so he's able to clean that up.
But he left right after killing him.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. The ending just seemed very rushed.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a cool concept, beginning to end. I really liked the futuristic style. I looked it up. It takes place in 2046, to where it's just futuristic enough to believe, but it still disconnects you from modern day. Mm-hmm. And I think I like those genres. And it just brings me back to AI in that conversation.
Yep, and what happened when he trusted the AI? What happened when he trusted the AI?
Same thing.
Tell me? He got screwed.
Well, he's happy.
I mean, yeah, but...
He's happy.
I did notice...
Would you take that end?
If I was in his position?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
I
go.
mean, his man lost everything. Like, I really love the theme of, reality versus what's not reality, especially when they're in the virtual... Especially when they're around those people that are in the VR headsets. It's like, oh, the real world's often, like, painful, but this world is much more fun.
and then that ended up being him.
Yeah, and it's like his character was obviously super anti-technology. You know, he works on the car despite them having a self-driving car that can just do whatever it wants, especially
But
crash them.
I don't.
Kill everyone.
But that's the whole thing. Like with technology, it can be hacked. It can be
Taking
manipulated.
advantage of.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm not very tech savvy. I don't want a self-driving car.
Nope.
Can't trust a machine.
Nope. I'm since day one. Do not trust AI. Don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
Since day one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Trusting an AI is just trusting somebody else who built that AI.
That.
And look what happened.
And are
in
you going to
Graceland.
trust a stranger?
Look at that. You got a point, Jacob. Words of wisdom. But that's why they picked Gray, or that's why STEM picked Gray, because he was not modded. He was disconnected from technology, so he was a clean slate. Use him, take advantage of him, have a real body.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the ending. At first, I thought it was going to be like all a dream type thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's whack.
Like
But
when the
then it was
gunshot
like-
goes off, you're like, whoa, what?
I was like, oh, that's whack. But then I was like, oh,
It doesn't even waste time to like possibly give you
Yeah.
that like thought. It just immediately boom rips you right back into where it was last, and I liked that. It just rips you right out of
I enjoyed it.
the
It's,
dream.
if, like you said, if I felt like there could have been a lot more to it, but I'm glad. I'd rather
Sweet and to the point.
want it to be, oh, I want more, than have it be like, oh, there was so much to drag on.
Oh yes, I'm all for that too.
Sorry.
Jacob's laughing at something.
I want more.
I
I know I shouldn't.
Shut up. Some Star Wars
I
guys.
just watched it. Stop. Couldn't help myself.
Yeah, but upgrade. What would you give it on your Gavi Wavy percentage?
I'm gonna give it like a 79%.
I'm gonna give it a 90%.
Really?
Really enjoyed it. Usually your percentages are higher than mine, but I
just didn't like the final 20 minutes.
I liked it, and I thought you would like it because you don't.
I
Really,
did like
you don't
it.
like happy endings, and this wasn't really. This was like
I like
mixed
it.
emotion.
I like it when a bad guy outsmarts the good guy and then wins
Yeah.
off that. So it's like you would think like, oh, well, I mean, STEM outsmarted all of them.
Yeah,
It was more like the good guys and the protagonists just were dumb. It's just they didn't. It's
I can
not so
see
much
that.
outsmarting them. They were just dumb. Like detective is going on a high speed chase. Not to mention when she gets crashed from that other car when STEM hijacks the other car when they're driving towards what was the guy's name? Aaron's house.
yeah,
There was another cop car there with like cops there.
yeah.
What happened
That's
to those
true.
people? Where'd they
Wow,
go?
that's a good point. A little nitpick I had with it was Gray was all like, "Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this," and then it would be like, "Oh, STEM kill him," or "Oh, STEM take over."
Yep.
I was like, "Okay, there's your." I guess you can chalk that up to him just being in mourning and not all.
Oh yeah,
not
no.
in right mind, but it was a thing of where, oh, I don't want to do this, to then,
like-
take over and murder these guys.
But like Aaron, like the super genius this man is, didn't have a kill code.
Well,
Well, I mean, he did, but like,
But it's also
can be
it's
disabled
like it's
like that.
it's almost like an Ultron type thing. Like, yeah, he has the kill code, but STEM's able to fight against it.
yeah, and I mean, he did it, but I mean,
Yeah.
he did. That's why he went to the hacker to remove the ability to do that.
But I enjoyed it. Next week's movie is Free Fire, a 2016 movie produced by Martin Scorsese. Did you know that? Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Scorsese again.
It's produced by him. It's not directed by him. But let me just read the synopsis real quick. So it's about when a black market arms deal goes outrageously wrong, Justine finds herself caught in the crossfire, forced to navigate through a warehouse full of trigger-happy madmen who are all hanging on for dear life.
Huh.
Yeah, produced by Martin Scorsese and directed by Ben Wheatley.
It's an action comedy, right? It sounds fun,
It's an action comedy, yeah. And it's an hour and 30 minutes. So
right? Mwah, right on that sweet spot.
sweet spot. So it should be pretty fun. And I've noticed with those shorter movies, it almost feels like a short film, even
Yeah.
though they are an hour and a half.
Well, I mean, when you're accustomed to watching like 3 hour
I know.
movies, yeah, watching something that's half that time.
Jeez.
Like the other night, I watched Batman Begins, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I was like, this
Yeah.
movie's long.
It's a long movie.
But all these other movies, I know I enjoy the shorter movies. I
Dude,
enjoy
going
it.
into like Lord of the Rings, like the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. My God, that'll take you all day to just watch all three, just the original trilogy.
Good luck.
I like those movies. I've only seen him once.
You're missing out.
All right.
Really.
Yeah.
Wow, bombshell.
So next week,
was
Free
recent,
Fire.
too.
Make sure to check it out, and we will review it here on the White Noise Podcast, the only place that reviews movies.
Yes,
Just kidding.
that's true.
The
Just
world.
kidding. Check out Gemstones. Rotten Gems. Rotten Gems.
Wow,
Rotten
the
Gems.
shout out right.
I'm speaking too fast. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Brett.
Rotten Gems. I corrected myself.
They watched Bedazzled, so that's like the main reason you should go watch it just right now.
Go watch it.
Bedazzled is a
Go watch it,
hilarious movie.
Anthony. Go watch it, Joe. Paul. Lemons. All right. Now let's get into the static. There we go.
Nice.
That was
Outstanding.
transition. That was
Yes.
transition.
That was
What
pleasant.
exactly is the static?
Very
The
pleasant for my ears.
static. I'm sorry, guys. The static. Gavin,
Yes, sir.
you've been in school before, right?
No.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Thank you.
Just kidding, Gavin. I love you.
All right, Gavin. So
What's up?
the other day, I had a flash of memory come upon me about when I was in second grade. I was taking a history test, multiple choice, by the way. And one of the questions that I was stuck on that I couldn't get past was, what did Thomas Edison invent? Now, you can get into the specifics of what he invented, whatever. This is a second grade test, so just the basics. Multiple choice. One of the options was the light bulb. Another
Naturally.
option was a blanket. And another option was something else. I don't remember.
A blanket? You picked the blanket, didn't you? That's why you remember it.
I was stuck on this question for so
Dumbass.
long, and I didn't know what to pick. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick blanket.
Everyone just before Thomas Edison just freezing to death.
I circled blanket, and I was the reason I remember it too is when I circled blanket, I put a frowny face and said it was hard. Like, this was a hard question. Take pity on me.
Damn, teacher's gonna have to neck the shit out of you for that one.
And
Teacher red graded your test was like, this dumbass.
And I'm sure that the third option was something like close to light bulb, something like inventive. A
pinwheel?
blanket.
Oh my god.
But I picked blanket because before fifth grade, I was a dumb child.
I've never heard this story. That's the funniest thing ever.
Well, it came to me a couple days ago, and I was like, wow, that's embarrassing.
Jeez.
So whenever I think of Thomas Edison, I just think of a
The
blanket.
man who invented the blanket.
Just make that into a movie. That'll be
man
like,
who
that'll
invented
just
the
be
blanket.
the
The man who
words underneath
stole the
title.
blanket invention.
Oh, man.
So, do you have any funny school stories, embarrassing school stories?
Man, I don't know if I have embarrassing, but I have some funny ones. Like,
Right.
where do I begin? Okay, well, I'm going to take us back to, I think it was 8th grade. In my English class, we didn't really pay attention. Where I went to school at, we were menaces to society.
Naturally.
So I convinced this kid, Elijah, because our teacher was very hard of sight.
Yeah.
She was pretty old. So I convinced him. I'm like, Elijah, come here. You're quick, right? And he goes, yeah. I said, what if you turned off the lights and then ran right back into your desk so that way she doesn't catch you and everyone just goes wild when the lights turn off, right? And he's like, yeah, let's do that. And I get like everybody else in on it too.
Oh, man.
So, you know, he does it, turns the lights off, everybody starts like banging on the desks and like lifting
Oh
shit
my
up and like
God.
screaming.
8th grade?
Yes.
Despicable.
And so the teacher turns the lights back on. She goes, who did that? And Elijah's back at his desk. And everyone's like, I don't know. Like, that's crazy. Well, there was one time. We did that like several times, by the way. That was not a one-time instance.
Oh my god.
And like it was, the windows were like kind of covered too. So it was pitch black in that room when it was going on.
I didn't have windows in my
There
classrooms.
was one time that one of the bad kids threw a
Dang,
book,
that just brought back a lot of memories.
threw a textbook while the lights were off and hit her in the head with it.
Oh my gosh.
And then she like stumbled back and like tripped over a backpack type of thing.
Oh my god.
This was not, I was out of the class by the time this happened, so not my fault, but I promise I wasn't in that class.
You could get a manslaughter
You
charge.
started
is
the
what you're saying.
tradition.
And so I found out that happened, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even remember the kid's name, but he was one of the bad ones.
kids, yeah.
And it's just like, she didn't get hurt or anything like that. It wasn't like he straight up full sent the book
Yeah.
into her head, but like, still getting like flashbanged by a textbook might have been a little harsh. on this
I don't
poor,
think you can
poor English
lightly
teacher.
throw a textbook.
I know.
It was a paper copy. So, I mean,
Okay.
It's not like
That's
you're
better.
gonna get a concussor or something like that.
Like those thick, hardcover,
No.
300-page textbooks.
We were cheap. We couldn't afford those. So yeah, that was just one story. We also had. Did you ever take like giant like balls of paper towels and just they were all wet and stuff, so they weighed like 20 pounds. They were like a kettle ball.
Not a menace.
We
I
would.
was a very quiet
Yeah.
Oh no, we would grab paper towels from the dispensers.
Yep.
Wet them and then we'd throw them into a ball. We would use like the entire roll of paper towels. So that way the ball was like the size of a medicine ball at this point.
Oh my god.
And it weighed like 20 pounds. And you know, you just chuck it at somebody and you just it would hit them.
God.
It would sound hard and it would just slosh water everywhere because it was all soaking wet. So
Oh my god.
those are just a few stories.
So glad I wasn't in your class.
Dude, no,
That's what,
it
I would have
was-
hated you. Like the whole thing of, oh, if we went to the same elementary school, we would have been great. No, we wouldn't have been friends. Because I was such a quiet, to myself, goody two shoes. Didn't say my first curse word till like sophomore year of high school. So
That's really?
yeah,
Dude, I started cursing in like 4th grade.
yeah, it shows.
Jeez.
Just,
Hey, bro.
hey,
like
bro.
it.
Hey,
I remember. So, did you ever use the bathroom in school?
never.
I mean, yes,
Like,
I have
well-
occasionally gone to the bathroom.
to go pee, right? Did you ever go number 2?
Only when it was like life-threatening situation.
Dire circumstance.
I could not hold on
I've
any
only
longer.
done that once,
Only
and it was
once?
in 1st grade. And the reason I did it once is because something happened where I never wanted to do it again.
What happened?
Do tell.
What traumatizing event
So
happened to you?
I'm in the bathroom, right? I'm just hoping, like, oh, I hope no one comes in.
As one does, yes.
Yeah, someone comes in, obviously. And they're like, oh, someone's in the bathroom. Someone's in the stall. Who's in it? They start tugging on the door.
I love where this is going.
Wait,
One of the-
how old were you?
1st grade.
First grade.
I'm like 6 or 7. They start tugging on the door. Like, who's in here? And then the kid crawls under the stall.
Oh, wait.
He looks up at me. He's like, "Oh, hey, Ethan." It's like, "Hi." Kind of busy here, but it was just. It's what you never want to happen when you're in a public bathroom stall, and it happened. So
I mean, I knew a kid that would always like use the urinal and pull his pants all the way down.
that's not the same. I don't know. How that's
No,
the
but
same.
I
We
never
didn't,
had
we
that
didn't go to
happen.
the same school.
I never.
But yeah, that was 1st grade. Last time I ever used a bathroom stall in public.
That bad, huh?
Yeah.
In public? Ever?
Uh,
Bro, I mean, like when it hits you at Target real bad, sometimes you gotta just drop
I'm
it,
trying
right?
to think. I think maybe once or twice in my life.
Holy
It's
cow.
it's a thing with my body knows. Hey, you're not home. You're not in a safe space. There's only two toilets I can do that with.
There were kids at my
I
school.
wish my
that-
body was like yours.
There were kids at my school that would grab like those fucking huge toilet paper medicine balls.
Oh my god!
I mean, it'd be a little bit shorter because they didn't have as much time. This took like an entire class period to make, by the way. So, I mean, maybe there wasn't always enough prep time, so they would be a little bit smaller. And yeah, whenever someone was just in the bathroom doing their business, you just chuck it over the
Oh
stall.
my gosh, dude! Those are the things why I'm not going to the
You
bathroom.
just hear it go plop, and then the guy's like, "Oh, what is that?" You got to run out real quick. Make sure nobody ever saw you in that bathroom.
God.
I was never a part of that.
Sure.
Promise.
You seem to know a lot about this.
On my life, I was never a part of this.
He just described what an insider would know.
Well, because maybe I was like
That
in the
if I
bathroom.
did this, this is what would happen if I did this. I didn't do it though.
Dude, we were always like breaking shit, like throwing stuff.
We?
We? Yeah, my school was it was fun. Those
was
last
fun.
2 years, that junior high span of my life, hilarious. I loved it. I was cringe Gavin though, so I mean, it's fun to watch.
Are you
be
not
fun.
anymore?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep,
Anyways.
yep.
Okay. Dickhead.
The year after 8th grade, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and Jake's like, "Hey, let's climb on the school's roof."
Oh, Dad, don't listen, Dad.
This was years ago. Statute of limitations is up.
True. Okay. Cool.
Did you specifically look that up?
7 years. Statute of
That'll be
limitations up.
We did this in Minecraft, by the way. So
It was in
continue.
we recreated it in Minecraft.
Continue this.
Correct. It was over the summer too, and Jay was like, "Hey, let's let's get on the roof. It's like, it's really easy just because I wasn't not very agile. Anyways, so we went to the back of the school, climbing up. Like, he climbed up, went up there, and he's like, here, just like this. I was like, all right, cool.
We had to like jump a chain link fence.
Yeah,
like,
so I was climbing up this chain link fence.
It was like one of the high ones
Yeah.
too, not like a normal.
So I'm climbing up it, and suddenly I can't climb no more.
Huh?
Suddenly I can't climb no more.
What do you mean you can't climb no more?
Something was pulling on me, and my shorts got stuck on the chain link fence, and my shoelace, I think.
Ow.
So my leg was just stuck, and I couldn't move. I couldn't go, and I was halfway up, so it's not like I could just let me readjust. No, I was stuck there, and Jacob's just chilling on the roof.
How far up were you? Just
Like, had to be at least like 15
Yeah,
feet.
it was,
you were climbing the chain link fence that high?
10 feet maybe.
Oh
I'd
my
say
God.
10.
It's pretty high.
I was like, Jacob, help me! Like,
What
Help
you
me.
do?
Exactly.
but I made this whole big, I made this whole big stink of it. I was like, dude, I'm stuck.
Just fall down. Maybe it'll catch you. It'll break your fall.
So basically, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna climb down and just let my weight like loosen me.
Bad mistake.
Bad mistake indeed. My shorts ripped in half right down the middle. So it's like I was wearing a skirt.
This took place in the middle of the night, right?
It's like 9 or 8. But yeah, that's what happened. And I never got to go on the roof.
I've had something similar happen to me when I was trying to make a mad dash across the chain link fence. Like literally, it was like I had to hurry because like someone was chasing after me. I'm not going to reveal what because the statute of limitations is not quite up. So didn't look that up. And I'm like, I was with friends. I'm like, yo, we got to get the hell out of here. And so we jumped over the fence. Xavier straight up sprained his fucking ankle doing that. Like he just went down hard, I guess. I totally caught my pants leg and like fell. And I was like, whoa, and just like ripped, and I just ate shit onto the cement. Because it was one of those, like, you know, in law enforcement where we would try to like jump the fence in one go rather than climb.
Yeah.
I tried to do that. My foot caught the top, and I just barreled over. I ripped my favorite pants that day.
Aw.
That night, I
Sad.
should say.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pants.
Yeah, school was fun then.
I have ripped my pants before, not climbing a fence though. I think it's the only time I've ripped my pants. This is actually fairly recent too. I think within the last year.
Do tell.
So it was while we were working. I'm doing a delivery to this venue,
Correct.
and the room where I was going. This was while I was leaving. Thank God.
Oh, yeah.
So,
She's one of the backup pants.
I didn't need pants anymore after that. My day was over. So I finish up the delivery, and I'm bringing up all the stuff up to the car, and like the way the venue was set up, like the valet was off the side of the road, and then there were some stairs that went down to where the room was, and it was like maybe a good 12, 16 set of stairs. So I'm carrying all this stuff up, and as I'm making a couple different trips, and on my last trip, I grabbed the big old sewing machine, and as I bend down to grab it, I feel it, and I'm like, oh no, and I have to walk out of this place with it rips all the way up my back crack.
Oh my gosh.
And they're dark gray pants. I remember this, and I was wearing not bright red, but they were a good red Spider-Man red color underwear. Thank God I was wearing underwear.
Do you not normally?
I do. It was just a joke. But anyway, that was the only time I ripped my pants. And I was wearing my jacket at the time, so it kind of covered half of my butt. So
Tied around your waist.
I think the only guy who saw me was the valet helping me out, putting everything in the car. And so when I got into the car, I'm pretty sure he saw my red booty.
Saw your
out of my
Spider-Man
rip.
underwear.
Your baboon butt.
Yep. That was the only time I've ripped my pants, and it wasn't because I got caught on a fence, unfortunately.
Damn. Lucky you.
Must be nice.
Sad. No, I think I'd rather get caught on a fence.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't we have to walk home after that?
Yep.
Yeah. Ripped pants. Had a nice breeze, though. It was good.
I thought that everybody was on my side.
Jesus.
There were cargo shorts, too. We should bring cargo shorts back. Do you still wear cargo shorts?
Hell no. I'm not 5.
Do you wear cargo shorts?
I know a guy.
You
Okay.
wear cargo shorts, don't you?
Paul
Oh, Paul.
loves cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts, they're perfect. Society hates them.
What's that super bad quote that has to do with cargo shorts?
I don't know. You're the one that can quote the
No,
entire
okay.
movie.
never
Can't
mind.
do quotes on this anymore.
I know the
Don't
quote, but
disrespect
it's a little explicit. So
Oh.
A little explicit. Okay.
Oh.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
remember, it involves Vietnam.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, speaking of Vietnam,
I don't even know how to. Anything else you'd like to add to that, Gavin?
No, I would say that was that. I mean, I could go on and on for hours, but for now, that was my funny school stories, my friends. And such.
Anything aside from school?
Well, if you have the time, I remember
no.
I haven't heard this before.
when I went to ABC. It is a gentleman's club. For those that don't know what
yes.
ABC is, it's probably a good idea that you don't listen to this. If you are not 18 or older, please don't listen to this.
I'm assuming it refers to the
Turn away, Joe.
size of something.
It correlates.
Okay.
Continue.
So, I'm in this club, and this woman,
Act like you're explaining this to a 5-year-old, though.
this woman comes up to me and offers a dance.
Okay.
And I go, oh, exquisite. I would love a dance. So, being the nice gentleman I am, I get up, I follow her to this dance, and we dance for a while. Like, I didn't know they charged per song, and they charged like $20 per song. And I remember because my friend was next to me, also getting a dance with a lady, and he left after like 2 songs, and then apparently they were like, "Hey, should we go get Gavin? He's been there forever." And none of them came to my rescue. So we're done at this point. I'm like, we're done. We're good. She goes, "Nice. That'd be $120." And I only brought like $100 with me, so I was like, awesome. So we had to walk all the way back to the ATM. And at that point, I'm like looking at the door, and she's in heels, right? So I'm like, if I dash right now, could I get past this door? Like, what are they going to do, chase me? I just finished out of high school. I was just out of football. I was like, I'm in shape. I can do this.
Yeah, this was the night your pants ripped, right? That's what you were running away from.
Not quite. So I ended up going to the ATM and pulling out the extra money. And then, like, I'm like, how much did I owe? She was like, 120 without the tip, of course. I'm like, oh, without the tip. Yes. I was like, what? Now, what gentleman club would I be?
Delightful.
What gentleman would I be if I didn't tip on top of this bogus ass price? So I gave her like 130, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." She gave me a kiss, and I was just like, "Oh my god, please don't do that ever again." Luckily, nobody saw it.
But you said it was $20 per song,
Yep.
and your bill was $120.
10 songs? How long are the songs? 3 minutes? 30 minutes? You were there for 30 minutes?
You can't do math, can you?
Wait, did I not do songs? Wait, hold on. Oh, shoot.
It's definitely 6
Guys,
songs.
I'm so sorry. Holy crap.
Anyway,
With an average of 4
so each
minutes.
song.
We're going to cut that
24
out.
Well, the song.
We're going to cut that
The
out,
songs were about
guys.
3 minutes, yeah.
Oh,
And she was talking to me
God.
the whole time.
I'm
She was a
so
construction
stupid.
worker. She's trying to go through school. I'm willing to bet all of that was a lie, and she was just thinking of shit to keep
Probably,
me
yeah.
enticed.
Maybe.
She was nice, though. I will say.
Was she a redhead?
She was not. She was a blonde.
Sad.
So we go through the rest of the night. I'm like bummed out for the rest of this night. I'm like, God damn, dude, I just lost all my damn money like right away. Like this was in the first hour of us being there. We were there for like 4 hours. So everybody else was having a good time, of course, because they didn't burn all their damn money.
Oh my god. 4 hours just going to skate past that.
Well, maybe not 4. It was probably like 3. We were there from like 11 to like 2.
To be fair, I don't know what the average time spent in a strip club is, so.
It's a gentleman's club.
Yes.
Exquisite.
It's a cabaret.
My mistake.
So yeah, that happened, and she came back like towards the end of the night. She puts her chest on my face,
Oh,
and she's like, "Do you want another dance?" And
what
I
a
was like,
lovely lass.
And I was like, "Fuck no, I didn't want another goddamn dance." I was pissed at this point. Everybody else was enjoying the nice, exquisite details of this gentleman's club, and I wasn't allowed to because I didn't have any more damn money. So I was like, "Hell
Oh my
no!"
god.
And then it dawned on me that my friends now knew her name, but they didn't tell me. Her name was Felony. Her name was Felony.
That was her birth given name?
I asked, and she didn't want to give me her real name. But
Why would?
I mean, like, someone said her name was out Malibu. I'm like, oh, like on your birth certificate? And she's like, no. I was like, what's your name then? What's your real name?
Oh,
Give it to me right now. But
you did give her $130.
I feel like I should get at least the first name at that point. At least the first. But Felony, if you're listening to this, God damn it.
Shout out Felony.
Because she was like, it's only $20. And I was like, oh, exquisite. Like, nice. Perfect.
My girl Felony and her friend Misdemeanor.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was fun.
Sorry to hear that, Gavin.
It was a great loss for my fucking debit account. Other than that, I recovered quite well.
Sorry to hear you were never convicted, though.
Do you know the weirdest part about all of that is, like, she was, like, getting on my shoulders and everything. I got a damn rash after that. Oh. I really thought it was something bad, but turns out it wasn't. It was just an actual rash. Oh. Maybe it was because her knee was, like, grinding into my shoulder the whole night, so...
Maybe you're allergic to her perfume. Or another guy's cologne.
Maybe I'm allergic to just being fucking swindled. But, yeah, I haven't been back since. So,
Sad.
Oh my gosh.
I reckon not a good idea to go. Please pay attention to the songs if you're going to get into the dances with these women, with these exquisite and luxurious women.
Exquisite.
Jolly good then.
Yep.
Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. I had work the next morning too. So that was fun. I've already told everybody at work too. They all clowned on me for doing that. So
What a wild story.
it was funny for everybody else, but not for me.
Funny for me.
How long
too,
ago was
yeah.
that? 3 years ago
This
now?
was like 3 years ago. It was like 2019.
So you've recovered though, right?
I have recovered,
Okay.
but I still have not mentally recovered.
Have you redeemed yourself?
Nope.
Good. Good to hear.
When I be turning 21, though, I probably will be checking out another exquisite club. Goes by the name of Jaguars.
Oh my.
If it's named after a cat, then it must be elegant, and it must be perfection.
I see the logic, yes.
Indeed.
Like bobcats.
Bobcats are cringe. I don't like bobcats.
Ouch.
But I like myself some Jaguars.
What about cougars?
No. I'm not going to say it out loud.
Oh my god. This is
Anyway.
off the rails.
That was mine.
Oh
Right.
my gosh.
Have you ever been to a gentleman's club?
I have not. I don't really have a desire to go to one either.
Never been.
It's fun. I'll give you that. Unless you burn all your money in like an hour. But other than that, it was fun. I had a good time.
Okay. Can't believe I'm putting my name attached to this. All right, I got the fun fact of the week. Let's move on.
Listen up, Paul. This one's for you.
My fun fact?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Paul. Did you guys know? I'm going to bring it back to our current event. We talked about Scorsese and the Spider-Man trilogy, the behind the scenes of the No Way Home. So I'm going to bring it back to Spider-Man. You guys all know the PS2 game, Spider-Man 2.
Correct.
Or on the Xbox if you were superior.
Correct.
Indeed.
In the game, there's a billboard around New York City that depicts Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, which was another game at the time that was out. And if you approach the billboard, you can hear Spider-Man say, quote, Tony Hawk, hey, I skated with that guy. When you approach it, Spider-Man says this. Mm-hmm. And in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, if you completed the game 100%, Spider-Man is unlocked as a playable character.
I did not know that.
So
I didn't know that either.
Can you look up really quick where to get
Tony
Hawk's Pro Skater 2?
God.
We might. Do we have it? We might have it.
We might. Yeah, I think we might. I think we do
I Pro
actually
Skater.
have it.
Didn't he have
I
a
know
third
what
one?
I'm doing tonight.
But yeah, I played that game for hours, but I never knew that.
The Spider-Man game?
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool. Bruce Campbell narrates that game.
He does. We talked about that.
We did. What a guy.
Back to Spider-Man 2.
What a guy, that guy. All right, that's the Jakey factuality of the week.
Oh, bonus fact while I was researching
bonus
this.
factuality.
We're in for a treat.
I'm sure you already know this. The Green Goblin got Gwen Stacy pregnant, and the twins came back to fight Spider-Man.
Exquisite.
In canon.
Wait, can you
Isn't
repeat that?
Isn't Gwen Stacy like Spider-Man's age?
Oh, yeah. In the comics, right?
Yeah.
And then isn't Green Goblin like 40 years old?
No, yeah.
Hey, I don't write the comics, bro.
It's all convoluted.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, that's a true story.
Green Goblin got
there's a lot of
Gwen
stories.
Stacy pregnant. I was just searching for a cool Spider-Man fact, and I saw that, and I was like, Okay.
Like how Mary Jane died from Peter's radioactive semen. Exquisite.
It was not exquisite. It was not bussing.
Spider-Man, that's crazy. What a guy. Shout out Spider-Man. All right. That's the Jakey factuality and bonus factuality.
Hello.
If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, leave them down in the comments below.
As one does.
As one does with comments. If you have any suggestions on what we should talk about, any news, topics, pop culture, leave them in the comments as well. We'll be sure to check that out for you.
Have you ever ripped your pants? Let us know.
Let us know. Have you ripped your pants? Let us know. Tell us how. Was it chain link fence related? Or was it sewing machine related? Let us know.
I think it's because I was thick.
Probably.
Was it thick related?
What color underwear were you wearing? Was it noticeable? Let us know. Give us all the details. And the best one we'll read next week. All right. We're available on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts. White Noise Podcast. Check us out. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube. Twitter is at OEF_White Noise and at One-Eyed Fits. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Let us know what you want to hear. Do you like the longer episodes? Do you like the shorter episodes? Do you like guests? Let us know. We want your opinion. Unless it's the wrong one.
Yeah, if it's wrong, I don't like it. If it's something I don't like, then I'm not going to pay any heed to it.
Yeah, Gavin's going to call you out if he doesn't like it next week. Mm-hmm. All right, Gavin, what's the song of the week?
Song of the week for this week is called Secrets by The Weeknd. It was released on the Starboy album, and fun fact about this song is that it is a sampled version of Pale Shelter from Tears for Fears.
Whoa.
Really good song.
What's the genre?
It is going to be R&B.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful. All right, be sure to check that out. Let us know what you think about that. Let us know what you're thinking, like right now. Just let us know.
Buy one, get one free tacos.
Where's that at?
I don't know. That's just what I was thinking.
Ah, all right, cool.
Maybe it's a sign.
Be sure to tune in next week. Watch Free Fire, the 2016 movie, and we'll be here next week to review that for you. Right now, we got to go get those buy one, get one free tacos.
And the Shamrock Shakes.